there, savvy home buyers and sellers. This is Jeff O'Leary, the Village Guru, Mississauga real estate broker. And in today's episode, we're going to go over the real estate statistic sold to ask ratio. I'm going to tell you what it's good for and what it's not good for. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. Sold to ask ratio. It's a stat that's used a lot in real estate, and it does have some uses, which we're going to go over, but it also has some ways that it can be misconstrued to consumers. And I just want to make sure as a buyer or seller, you understand the good and the bad about it and how to use it properly. So first off, let's just go quickly over what sold to ask ratio. All it is a calculation based off of how much the house was listed for versus what it eventually sold for. Easy example, say you have a house that's $100,000 and it sells for $97,000. That would mean that that house sold for 97% of value. That's the sold to ask ratio. Pretty simple, right? So in order to use this stat, it's a good for telling things like how the market's moving. So if you're noticing houses are selling for 100% asking, it means most buyers aren't negotiating much. But on the other hand, if you see that the majority of houses are selling for 95% of asking, you know there's a lot of wiggle room in the market and sellers tend to be open to negotiation. Another way sold to ask can help you is just to get a sense of how things are moving. If I look at a market and take the average and see that the average is 103% sold to ask ratio, that's telling me that on average, buyers are paying well over asking price, which is leading me to believe that A, the market's hot, houses are selling quick, and it's a very strong seller's market. So that's a good way to use sold to ask ratio. All right, so now that we went over that, I'm gonna talk about how sold to ask ratio is used to puff up realtor stats, which helps them to advertise themselves, but it really might not help you in getting the results that you want. When we look at sold to ask ratio, it is a great way to advertise our services. For instance, if someone sells a house, say it's $100,000, they sell for $110,000. Well, that would be like selling it for 110% asking price. And that looks really good on an advertisement. Sellers are looking at like, oh my God, he's gonna get me way more than I asked for and I'm really happy and I'm gonna hire that guy. Here's the thing, guys. Asking price is a marketing piece. Buyers will pay what's market value. And when you're in a busy market, it's pretty common for agents to list their house below what they think they're gonna actually sell it. They know the house is gonna sell for way more, and then therefore they can put it in their marketing that they always sell houses for over asking. So keep that in mind. That's the trick with sold to ask ratio, and you shouldn't base that much on that. Well, there you have it. I hope you like my explanation of the term sold to ask ratio in real estate. Be sure to check out my other videos on other important real estate stats that I think are much more important for home buyers and sellers to navigate this market. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. I'm Jeff O'Leary, the Village Guru, and have yourself a great day.